I can't even tell you how badly I don't want to do this right now. But I gotta give the people what they want. It is officially that time of the quarter where we are getting into trends in the wild. This is the series that is the most requested on this channel, where I actually go out into the wild, literally the tundra right now. I'm doing this because I love you. And I head to stores like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Target to try to spot trends before they ever hit Etsy's site. We are officially getting geared up and we're gonna head to Target first, as always. Come and join me if you like being cold. All right, guys, we are officially in the parking lot of Target, so I'm going to stop here first. And this is coming out in the beginning of February, so I'm looking for spring and summer trends, hopefully. Usually Target lets me down when we're trying to project 90 days out. Michael's and Hobby Lobby does all of that for me, but we're going to hope that Target at least shows me a little something. I'll see you inside.
Don't forget, doing this because I love you. So if you also like seeing stuff like this, please give it a like, because I'm freezing my tail off for you.
So the first trend is actually a repeat of something that we saw pop off last summer, paisleys. I saw this mostly in this summer section, so your bathing suits and cover-ups. Next up is something I saw across multiple different clothing styles in Target. Simply put, just different arrangements of flowers. We had some tropical style flowers with palm fronds, more vintagey or antique style flowers, more tropical or beach style flowers with really bright patterns, and even more softer style flowers. We have some blacks, some navy blues, some creams, some greens, and a few brighter, more out there styles like this blue pattern I found, and some pink and red styles as well. Now I will go ahead and let you guys know I didn't see these anywhere else in the store, but I thought it could be beneficial for anyone doing bathing suits. Something like chili peppers, for example, but I did also see flowers, cherries, and strawberries, which was a trend across the board. Next up, since it is early February, we're going to look at some St. Patrick's Day themed things. I saw a couple of like the Jersey style with Lucky in the back, and then I also saw this small checkered pattern that has actually done super well across 3 different trends in the wild. What I saw overall in Target as it relates to St. Patty's Day was just your standard Feelin' Lucky and Shamrock designs. Next up, I wanted to drop a quick honorable mention as it relates to the different animal prints on all of these shoes in Target. Might be something to consider if you are into selling shoes, or you could honestly apply this style to any product. Next up, since it is February, it is Black History Month, and I love the different sections that they had to spotlight this in Target. So I'm going to show you a couple of different sections that they had so that you can see the different styles that they're using in 2026 for Black History Month. These are some different ways that you can bring the African American culture and the Black History Month celebration straight to your shop. Next up, since it is spring that we are celebrating next, Target was really getting into some greenery this season. I also saw lots of wood accents on shelving, mirrors, and home decor. In the home decor section also, I saw some trends potentially for color palettes. I'm seeing lots of tans, greens, navy blues, light blues, and pinks. And these same kind of color aesthetics carried through to the Joanna Gaines Hearth and Home section as well. All right, so we are back safe in the car. It is officially really snowing out there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I did have to go ahead and make a little pit stop. I wanted to get some Starbies while we're on this adventure together today. Thank you. Snicky snack. Thank you. Got a cheese Danish. This is one of my favorite sweet treats from Starbucks. When it's cold outside, are you a hot latte customer, or are you just like me, sticking with an ice? Let me know in the comments so I know I'm not that alone. Now I'm heading over to Hobby Lobby. Now, Hobby Lobby had Easter by the absolute throw in January this year, and they proved to me yet again that you can literally use gnomes or Highland cows in every single niche, no matter what time of year it is. Also, these little bunnies are carrying over the macaroon candy Christmas concept into Easter. Next up is one of my absolute favorite trends of spring. This pretty much comes up every single year, especially the past 2 years that I've been doing trends in the wilds. It's bumblebees. And the best part about an aesthetic like this is you can literally apply it to every single type of product. Also, no trend here, but I love this little donkey. Next up, I want to get into some things that are really screaming summer in 2026. First up, we have flamingos, then we have some pineapples, and some strawberries, some coastal blue like starfish and turtles. As always, we have our beautiful coquette bows coming back in action. And as always, when spring or summer comes along, we have a lot of fruits coming to the forefront. Also wanted to spotlight some color palettes that I saw across Hobby Lobby. We have teal, hot pink, mustard yellow, lime green, and purple. And also, just like last spring, we are again seeing cherries, lemons, and oranges, and strawberries coming to the forefront again in spring of 2026. Here are some other cute things I found for St. Patrick's Day to kind of get you guys inspired, but please keep in mind these need to be listed basically this week in order to actually make sense for your shop. Alright, we just got out of Hobby Lobby and that was even more promising than Target was, so I'm excited to hopefully double down on a couple of things that we saw in one or both stores in Michael's. I'll see you guys over there next. Now this first trend I was super excited to see. Thanks to the rise of BookTok over the past couple of years, reading is a really cool thing to do. You're no longer a nerd anymore. And I say you, but I mean me, because I have a goal of 50 books this year. What's your reading goal for 2026? Let me know in the comments. Now these next two potential trends I wanted to actually group together, even though they're two totally different things, but they kind of revolve around the same concept. The first one is going to be kind of our Italian style cuisine like we talked about back in Trends in the Wild in Q4. And the second design style is actually called Boho Coast. This is something that basically took an entire section up in Michael's, completely dedicated to it alone. So I really see these kind of mosaic tiles, the terracotta, mustard yellow, and blue combos potentially making a huge wave in 2026. Now, I'll be completely honest, this next section, I actually have no idea what it's called, but I saw too much of it to not bring it to your attention. Some cheetahs, some tigers, deep purples, magentas, light pinks, and bright oranges were taking over multiple sections in Michael's. So thinking this might be a trend that we could see coming in the next few months. And my assumption with this kind of aesthetic is it's going to do super well in summer rather than spring. Another thing I saw in Michael's is something that kind of was really big about a year ago, and then it went away, and now it seems to be coming back: pickleball. But we're really sticking to the deep greens, light and dark pinks, and neon yellow. The next thing I found was called Into the West style. So this is going to be kind of your Western rodeo antique style decor. And this entire section is a perfect example of how you can add this to any type of product. Last up, because we are about a month and a half out, I did want to go ahead and spotlight some Irish American Heritage Month items from Michael's, as well as St. Patrick's Day items. But I really wanted to also focus on the handmade style. So some jewelry, some wreaths, some headbands and hats. By the way, if you're a print-on-demand seller, you can also make these hats yourself as well. Okay, we've officially walked through all three of the stores, found some really exciting stuff. So now what I'm going to do is go on Pinterest, Amazon, and Etsy to see if we can confirm or deny if we think this is going to be a hot seller this next season. All right, so the first thing I like to do when we're on any of these different platforms is actually just type in, let's just say 2026 home decor trends. Oh, this is interesting. So I'm seeing this maximalist gallery wall, and this whole thing is really looking pretty similar to the thing that I didn't know what it was called that was in Michael's. So this is kind of giving that same vibe. I am seeing a little bit of the white and navy as well. And here's also the animal prints that we were seeing a second ago in Target for the shoes. So I like this. We're also seeing that cheetah or leopard there as well. Let's go ahead and put up here. Let's do spring and summer trends. It might give us a bunch more things than we're looking for, like outfits and such, but interesting to see if we can apply that to decor as well. This right here, it's a halter neck backless top. This is actually looking very, very similar to the pillow that I found in Michael's that was in the reading section. It's also really going double down on the tropical flowers concept that I kind of saw in Target as well. We're also seeing this kind of bigger orange and pink flower, which was definitely something that I saw at the very beginning in Target. Also seeing a couple of these coastal style things in the navy blue. And if I click on this, it's also the limoncello La Dolce Vita, which is the kind of Italian cuisine concept that we saw in Michael's earlier in this video. Again, there's some more daisies. There's some more of those hibiscus, large, oversized flowers. There's some lemons. Also, just another idea for you to do if you don't want to go out into the wild like I did, you can always type in stuff like this right into Pinterest, right into Amazon, and start trying to find things that you believe might do well on Etsy. Like this, that's so cute. I would buy that for sure. Let's do 2026 spring summer trends. I'm not sure what's going to come up here, but let's see what we can find. So we got some strawberries. We're getting somewhere. So we got some strawberries. We've got some oranges and deep teals and kind of like not really a mustard yellow, but like kind of that deeper golden color. So this is really building off of that boho coastal theme that we saw at the end of my journey in Michael's. We're seeing that gingham checkered style here, which is also something that we saw in Target. It was green, obviously, in the St. Patrick's Day theme, but gingham in general did well last spring, in the summer, and I'm assuming again in this spring and summer as well. There are a couple of things that might be of interest or something to dig deeper into, like this. I'm not really liking much else, but I do really, really like this pattern. And if I click on it, it is sponsored, obviously, so this is an ad, but if I click on it, we can see that there were actually 600 of these bought in the past month, and they got 4.4 out of 5-star ratings. This aesthetic just might be something to jump into no matter what product you're looking at, but this table runner in particular is doing pretty well here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put 2026 spring summer trends, saltwater, seashells, and sunshine. This one is 10 months old, but it has a low conversion rate, but a lot of views. So my thought is, could we bring in some aesthetics, some color palettes that we might have seen in the Trends in the Wild video today and do this same kind of concept? Because there's obviously people seeing this. The SEO might be good here, but it might just need a little bit of an update because obviously this was from last summer or whatever 10 months ago was. We're also seeing Spring Break 2026. This is only a month old, but I do like the concept that they're using of the kind of small iconish stuff. That's something that we saw today, so I like that. This one's 8 months old, so I don't think that this bundle of things is obviously working on Etsy, but it is in 9 carts right now, which is kind of nice. Again, we're getting over 8,000 views for this, 530 favorites, so these kinds of designs might be something that could be beneficial because these are things that I saw in Michael's in our Trends in the Wild Q4. Also some things that I saw today as well, like our cherries, our strawberries, pineapples, oranges, lemons. So this actually might be a really good idea to look at, even if you're not doing, pings or SVGs or a digital product, might be something to look into. Here's something that's interesting. So this is 21 months old, but it's got a 7.53% conversion rate. Now, again, something's a little off here, but what I like is this is a digital download that's obviously getting, almost 5,000 views, but this is absolutely something that you guys could recreate with AI and put your own spin on it and get the, again, same aesthetics and same color palettes for what we found today and might be able to do something really big with it this year. I'm also really liking this aesthetic. I didn't see this too much anywhere, but I'm actually loving this idea because right now it says, 2 people bought in the last 24 hours. It has a, 2.31% conversion rate, but it's kind of the soft summer aesthetic. Let's see if we can maybe put that in here too. So pastel summer. Let's see what happens. So this seems to be something that people are looking up, especially this one right here. Coastal print set of 9 pastel pink coastal wall. Here's some more coastal stuff. Again, not doing great, but just something to think about. This actually right here, this striped beach umbrella is actually almost identical to some things that I saw in Hobby Lobby today. So keep in mind, guys, that a trend is not necessarily something that happens once and never again. Sometimes that could be the case, but most of the time you're gonna see things every single season in some way if it is a good trend. So a quick example being coquette bows. You're going to see that time and time again across multiple different aesthetics. Let's go up to product analytics and see if we can find some guys that are doing really well right now. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down to be no more than 7 months old, because we are in January right now when I'm recording this. So I'm going to go back 7 months to like July or so. And I want to also have the revenue up to the top, so the highest amounts of revenue. And I'm going to look for these guys right here. So what is green that is growing over the past 30 days? Actually, let's go ahead and apply it to the last 6 months. Oh, now we're talking. All right, so 7,400% increase. Christian summer drink. That's kind of funny. This one is a personalized lemon jewelry dish. In fact, it was not easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's one of my favorite quotes of all time. Another one that this is actually for the Amalfi Coast. I'll show you guys this real fast if I can see it. So this is something that was doing super well last summer, and I don't see this not being a thing again this summer. As you can see, this is actually only 2 months old, so it's within that 6-month range, and it also already has 5 views in the last 24 hours. Santorini, Amalfi Coast, stuff like that, I believe is going to come back in action because this kind of stuff usually does well every single summer. All right, guys, that's all we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this Trends in the Wild. As always, please go ahead and like this video if you did enjoy it. Let me know what kind of aesthetic or trend you saw during this video that you might be interested in adding to your store this upcoming season. And please make sure when you're on Etsy, Pinterest, Amazon, wherever you're looking online, to start doing things like this that you see in the search bar, because that's going to allow you to see things before they actually happen with smart sellers who are doing things way ahead of time, which is what hopefully you guys and I did together today. If you guys did enjoy this video, I hope to see you subscribe and maybe come back for our video coming up next Tuesday. And also we go live every single Thursday as well. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.